Yeah, so what I was saying about the tent, like who, like, you know, like to live in a tent, you know, that's only supposed to be a temporary thing, you know, it's not supposed to be something you just stay in, you know, like you can't raise a family. I mean, you sort of can, but it's just gonna be very, I guess it's called a nomadic type of lifestyle, you know? And shelter and your own place is actually helpful as a place for relaxation, for keeping your things secure, your tools secure, your instruments secure, you know, everything that you use secure. Yeah, you know, but most of these things, uh, yeah, I wouldn't say that it's like, because for me, I invest in things that I know serve a purpose. I don't ever just buy things for no reason. I always buy things that serve a purpose and could last a long time. Because, and I can always reduce, reuse, recycle everything. Everything serves a purpose. So, gosh, I really do. I'm trying to get to the next phase of this life. I'm not trying to stay in the same place for a long time. That's just not me at all. I like to always be moving through everything. See, I went back to live with my mother around the age of 24, and then I moved out like when I was 30, and that's crazy, and that's messed up at the same time because that wasn't my doing. That was the whole system in itself. The fact that they had me go through hoops just to get something, to live near my family, and still I'm not even near my family because I'm like 2 hours away from them. That's a ripoff. I'm telling you, that whole thing was a ripoff, and on so many levels. You know, going through all those hoops. For all of that, I probably could have moved to another state if that's the case. If I was going to spend this much time away from family. Like, because the thing is, when I was in college, I spent time away from family. Then I came back so that I could get back in, you know, back in touch with everything. Because being out there, it just didn't feel right. It was a whole bunch of negative energy. And then when I came back, it was a different type of negative energy, but it was still negative energy. And But I would say that I was more comfortable to an extent because there's certain things I didn't have to worry about. But I was still not in a peaceful state of mind, because how can anybody be in a peaceful state of mind when they have these vultures calling you all the time to pay bills? Like, and it's like, where the heck are you gonna get the money from? You know, most likely you're gonna have to put yourself in a position that it's like you have to clock in and clock out, and that's unnatural to me. It's very unnatural. I never said I wanted to freaking get any of those, student loans. Shit. I never wanted that. They were talking about financial aid, but the whole thing was a scam. It was a scam on so many levels. They try to freaking, tell you that this is gonna help you to get, a job. I'm like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with that you don't even realize. It's like, first of all, they're putting you in a worse position by putting you in debt. So now it's like you started with no debt. Now they want to put debt on you so that you have no peace of mind. Because not only that, but if you don't pay off your debts, they threaten you with wage garnishment, with taking your property, with levy and stuff like that. All because you're under their jurisdiction. But once you figure out that you're not in their jurisdiction because you're indigenous to this land, there's nothing. It's like all of that is just BS, because there is no money. Like, everything is fiat and everything is fake. So they're literally making you work for something that's fake. And they're ruining your life just because they want something that you're not even able to give. Because all you could give is your energy and your labor. But there's only but so much labor you can give. You know what I mean? Like, there's only but so much labor you can do, You still have to take care of your health. You still gotta spend time in nature. You still gotta spend time with your family members. Especially because some family members need that extra assistance. And if the family members are not all working together as a team, then everything starts to get really disorganized, and then the family starts to break down. And then it's like the whole bloodline starts to break away from each other, and it's like, then there's no more. You know what I mean? So all of that is just, it's so much, and I'm really doing my best to get to another level. And I'm really doing my best to build and create. But there's only but so much I could do with the tools that I have and the resources that I have. And next stage of all of this, who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna be able to do here, you know, with everything that, with all these tools. I'm really converting a lot of things, you know, because I've been buying different things, or should I say collecting different things throughout the years to create, you know, a lot of so that I could make things, make jewelry. So all of that is literally from everything that I attracted, you know. I attracted money and wealth to me, donations to me, and I converted it into tools that I can use to make jewelry. And then from the jewelry, then I'm going to convert that to, you know, more resources, you know, trade it for whatever I can use to probably build or get an automobile. And that automobile is going to help me to go mining and get more tools and more jewelry, more gemstones, more crystals, to make more bigger devices and things like that. So bigger jewelry, bigger sculptures, bigger art pieces, you know, because I'm an artist and I'm a creator and a builder and an inventor. I'm all these things, you know. I like being creative, and I rather use my resources wisely and my time wisely so that I can get to the next phase. And that's what I mean by, you can't tell me I gotta do anything that's gonna keep me in the same place, because it's like you're just wasting my energy at that point. And I'm not here to waste my energy. I use my energy wisely. I don't use my energy in a wasteful way. Like, that's backwards. That's backwards. And that's not even healthy in any way. Yeah. So I think I really would have liked to go outside, to stay outside for a while, but it started drizzling, and that is what caused me to go back inside. And now that I'm inside, now it looks sunny again. And this is why it's like, this has to change. This has to change. Because I don't like this lifestyle. I like to be a part of nature, but of course have my own house surrounded by nature. Yes, because a house does serve a purpose. Ain't nobody gonna freaking live in a tent all their life. No. Not unless they want to travel and want to, you know, of course you could live in a tent, you know, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to make that your daily lifestyle. You just basically, you create a house so that you can share it with others, and then you trade places to see different lands. That's all you gotta do. I know that, but it's like, they use money as a tool to trade, to stay in a place. But sometimes that could get lost in translation, because then the value goes up, and it's sort of like, that's like a whole change of life almost, when you change your house or your location. And there's no time to waste here. Life is always, that's why you always gotta, I don't think that there's anything wrong with building houses in different places, using the resources that are around that area. And the point is, is like, that's the point, there's nothing more to it. It's just, this is just so that you can allow others to have shelter when they come in your, but you always gotta be sure of who you're allowing into your house, because not everybody is trustworthy. You gotta be able to trust that person. And they could be a family member. Family members can be on your side, but some family members could be destructive if they don't know what family's about, If they don't know what family's about, they could be destructive. So, I think that's all I have to say for now. I was just talking about how it would be nice to, talking about, how all those obstacles just, turning the resources I have to better resources that serve me for my highest good, and to become more in alignment with my desired reality. That's what I was talking about. So, I don't know if this is gonna be any good for anyone to listen to, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So, I'm gonna keep it like that, It is what it is, Gotta accept what is. It's like I've experienced a lot of things already. So right now, it's just, to me, I'm just perfecting my craft. I'm perfecting my foundation. I'm not all that other stuff, being a slave to someone else. It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? It's just not. I'm not in any way going to be anybody's slave. I'm a creator for myself. And a creator for myself means a creator for my family. And a creator for my family means a creator for humanity. So, it first starts with the self. You gotta take care of the self first. Because if you're not taking care of the self, what else can you do? You know, it's like you have no real use except for people to use you as, something you don't want to be used for. Trust me. It's not going to be good to be used in that way. Not at all. Not at all. So, I'm telling you, this is it for this video. Until next time, peace and love. Peace and love.